So what we have here is a 1987 Specialized Allez Gym Merz edition cool vintage bike, which I've had for a few months. Bought it from the original owner who commuted on it for years, but when I bought it, I didn't look at it as carefully as I should have, because I'm going to show you something now. If you look at the forks, if you look at the front fork here, it looks okay, but when I turn it around, you'll see a problem. You can see this is bent, and the weird thing is it only really shows it on this side, so it's as if this drive side fork is the one that's been bent and the other side is okay, and that's why I didn't see it when I bought it. And you can see, if you look at really carefully, it doesn't follow the line of the head tube. Here you can see, even at the top of the fork, most of the fork is on the left side of the red line, whereas on this older Peugeot you can see that the red line goes through the center of the fork crown. It's much straighter. And somewhere along the line, on his commute or some ride he had, the owner hit something and this is definitely moved. So now I have a cool vintage Specialized Allez which has a problem with its front fork. Is it worth fixing? It's a problem because it's a really cool bike. I would have cleaned it up, and I was thinking about repainting it. So the question is what to do with it. There's another angle of that fork. You can see it's not quite straight, especially from this angle, I think. It's really disappointing to find it. There it is, you can see it there more closely. It just doesn't run down the shape of the head tube as it should. So I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, here's some footage I made earlier before I discovered the fork problem. You can see here, this is paint that's actually come off and left, and it's on the other side, exactly the same on the other side, and it's because the original owner rode it for years in the rain, and his coat and pants used to rub here with like raindrops, and it just basically took off the paint in the end. And it's a shame because the rest of it I think's not too bad. You know, I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. But this is the problem, and I think, well, why not maybe repaint it? It's a good frame, it's a really good frame. It's even got the Specialized like emblem here on the fork crown. Bar tape's wrecked, Specialized stem, wheels are, the spokes are okay, the tires are, you know, in bad shape, they definitely need replacing. Crank's okay, it's a Shimano SG 600, a 600 SIS freewheel and derailleur. Brakes are again 600. So I like it. I think it's a great project. Saddle seen better days. I'll get a new saddle for it. It's a cool bike and it's my size. I think it's a 56 or 57. It definitely needs new brake hoods. There it is, there's the Jim Merz badge there. And there's the hub, is that helicomatic mallard hub. So it does have French parts. I thought it was all Japanese, but it does have French parts. And here's the other side, which actually you can see bare metal here, weirdly enough. I've always been a fan of the Allez. I imagine Specialized named it after hearing those cries of Allez on the Tour de France and French road races in the 80s. Just as good as many others. Built by Miata, I believe. And I like Miata in that period, so it's a good bike. I just feel like it needs complete restoration.